Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. In today's video breakdown, we're going to dive a little bit into this Ripple IPO rumor, right? Everybody's freaking out on YouTube talking about a potential IPO. I'm going to talk about why it could be important to investors and us as early adopters in XRP. Then we're going to also talk about e-commerce and the potential that Ripple has to completely revolutionize the e-commerce industry, which is not something that a lot of YouTube channels talk about, right? Everybody's focused on bank and institutional adoption, mainstream adoption, but another big platform that could come into the cryptocurrency space is the digitization of e-commerce. So I want to kind of touch a little bit on that in today's video breakdown. Make sure that you guys smash that thumbs up button if you like videos like this and you are a follower of this YouTube channel. Really do appreciate the love and the support that everybody has shown. We are almost at 6,000 YouTube subscribers. So again, like I say, I really do appreciate the love and the support. So without further ado, let's get started into today's video breakdown. So I want to avert your attention over here to this video that's pretty much gone viral on everybody's YouTube channel and Twitter. And it talks about crypto firm Ripple will explore IPO after SEC lawsuit ends, CEO says. I'm sure that you guys have seen this on some of the YouTube channels and Twitter, but I just want to avert your attention over here to this article. What is an IPO? An IPO is an initial public offering. An IPO, a privately owned company, lists the shares on the stock exchange, making them available for purchase by the general public. Many people think of IPOs as a big money opportunity. High-profile companies grab headlines with huge share price gains when they go public. Something that's very interesting and a key takeaway, an IPO may be the first time the general public can buy shares in a company, but it's important to understand that one of the main purposes of an initial public offering is to let early investors in the company cash out their investment. So that's something to definitely take into consideration. I know that a lot of people have been covering this IPO rumor and things of that nature, but you know what? All we can do here as retail speculators and retail investors is sit on our hands and wait for the future to play out, right? So to take your attention over to this video, playing it at about a minute and let's just say 50 seconds, something that a lot of people haven't really talked about is this carbon credit initiative that Ripple and XRP is involved with, and how it has evolved since they first mentioned it, which is extremely well, okay? They have completely revolutionized the carbon credit initiative, and they are taking immense action to get this thing going. So I just want to avert your attention to something that Brad Garlinghouse says that a lot of people I feel like overlooked in this IPO news announcement, right? So here it is right here, just take a listen.
We will build internally. The carbon credit initiative is something we've kicked off internally, but we've invested in over 30 or 40 companies around the crypto ecosystem, and we'll continue to look at opportunities to grow through external acquisitions.
Okay, so there you hear him mention the carbon credit initiative. So I just want to avert your attention over here, businesswire.com. Ripple leads sustainability agenda to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. So again, we see some important key dates here. That whole entire 2030 initiative, an agenda that I've been mentioning to you guys on the YouTube channel before, highlighting a couple of key things on this article. Addressing sustainability has become a global priority as the world works together to achieve carbon net zero by 2050. That is a long way away, but just to show you the future potential that this market has and that it's not going anywhere, right? The development of digital assets is here to stay for the benefit of the financial world, right? Financial technologies, including blockchain and cryptocurrency, are well positioned to lead global finance's commitment to a sustainable future, with new research suggesting now that through 2023 are the most critical years of adoption for crypto growth. Look at this sentence right here. As the world becomes increasingly digital, ensuring fintech and sustainable becomes even more critical. Ripple is committing to lead this effort with strategic technology and conservation organizations, including REBA and Rocky Mountain Institution. So I saw Rocky Mountain Institution, and that is very significant. That is going to come into play in just one second. But look at this. Ripple unveils plan to achieve carbon net zero by 2030. Here's another article mentioning 2030. Payments giant Ripple says it wants to operate to carbon neutral within 10 years as the company aims to contribute to the sustainability of the crypto industry. Again, look at the time and look at the dates. We see many years to come. Cryptocurrency is not going away. We are in the early adoption phase, and that's something that as an early adopter you need to understand. Coming over here, what do we see? Ripple commits $100 million to scale and strengthen global carbon markets, addresses quality and transparency using blockchain and crypto. San Francisco Business Wire, Ripple leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, today announced its commitment of $100 million to carbon markets. The funding will accelerate carbon removal activity and help modernize carbon markets through investments in the innovative carbon removal companies and climate-focused fintechs. Ripple will also build a portfolio of additive, long-term, nature and science-based carbon credits, some of which will be used to meet its own commitment to achieve net zero by 2030 or sooner. In addition, the funding will continue to support functionality and developer tools that enable carbon credit tokenization as core non-fungible token NFTs on the XRP ledger. This commitment will help progress towards globally agreed climate goals to limit global temperature rises to 1.5 degrees Celsius. So something just to take into consideration, that this process of the carbon credit initiative is underway. Okay, that is extremely big for cryptocurrency across the board. And then another thing that I want to avert your attention to is the whole ideology behind the e-commerce adoption. Okay, this is massive. I've shown you guys this in previous YouTube videos where we see cryptocurrency down here at the bottom: 3 trillion precious metals, 30 trillion real estate, 40 trillion money supply. And then we see global equities markets, and we see them mention the likes of Amazon, Apple, Tesla, right? We covered Nvidia a little bit, right? And I want you guys to really think about this, okay? If e-commerce does really adopt cryptocurrency and they utilize Ripple and XRP on their payment platforms, what that's going to do for the price of XRP, not only by bank and institutional adoption and mainstream adoption, but e-commerce adoption is something that a lot of people are slipping on, okay? So averting your attention over here to this article, Pittman evaluated the imminence of Ripple and its technology in the e-commerce industry. Per the technologist, this particular blockchain will come up as the most appropriate mechanism to address several lacunas related to payments and transactions in the industry. Pittman projected Ripple's technology as the future of the payment system. Some coming down here, the fuzzy e-commerce system, right? There's a lot of messed up things in the e-commerce world right now. Presently, online payment methodologies in e-commerce are struck in the bottleneck due to several critical aspects. The internet is failing to offer adequate scalability and the proper infrastructure. Growing user bases and burgeoning transactions are making tracking and supervision of payment transactions a tough task. The existing web technologies are proven deficient, turning as obsolete methods. Blockchain crypto solutions offer a new dimension in digital payment technology. It is possible to eradicate each critical situation in the conventional system. In the e-commerce landscape, as Pittman explained, Ripple-based payment technologies and blockchain crypto solutions will bridge the information gap between buyers and sellers. Many times, buyers and sellers are not sure if the transactions were successful. Thus, the platform fails to fulfill its objective completely, relying on several allied systems, third parties, and authenticators, which is exactly what crypto is working towards. Third parties and authenticators, irrelevant, right? Ripple blockchain crypto solutions will revolutionize e-commerce. Distributed blockchain ledger is the emerging game changer in the e-commerce industry. This technology will streamline the allied processes in e-commerce and facilitate an improvised transaction mechanism. Blockchain crypto solutions such as Ripple will enable to render effective integration of buyers and sellers from across the globe. E-commerce with a global presence will have a special advantage in tracking financial transactions as blockchain support a seamless cross-border transaction. Ripple-based platform will make financial transactions transparent, especially intercontinental payments. The technology has the potential to completely restructure the payment mechanism in the e-commerce industry. That is big right there. It will innovate all credit settlements and effectively remove the flaws in the conventional payment system. Okay, so I thought that I'd share that with you guys and then kind of correlating everything, right? We see them mention Amazon and Apple and things of that nature, but just to take your attention over here, okay, we see more than 100 financial institutions have joined Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, RippleNet, to definitively modernize global payments leveraging the full power of blockchain. Coming down here, a key takeaway from this is blockchain-powered payments into South America will be available to RippleNet members through dLocal. dLocal is extremely big. The leading payment provider on the continent, dLocal specializes in payment acceptance and corporate distributions in emerging markets, counting Uber, GoDaddy, Pioneer, and Tapolita amongst its global customers. So coming over here, what do we see? dLocal. Ripple client dLocal expands partnership with Amazon to let international merchants sell goods in Brazil. Here we see Ripple and Amazon mentioned in the same headline. We know about a potential Ripple and Amazon partnership, and we see that Ripple could potentially revolutionize e-commerce, okay? Scrolling down here to the meat of this article, it reads, Uruguayan payment startup dLocal that runs on RippleNet has spread the word about a new milestone achieved by the company, expanding their strategic partnership with the Amazon e-commerce behemoth. Imagine if Amazon started accepting XRP payments. That would be massive for the price of XRP. Now billions of clients in emerging markets will be able to buy from global merchants on Amazon Marketplace in Brazil with dLocal, ensuring seamless payments. Okay, again, we see them mention Amazon e-commerce behemoth, and we know that Ripple is most likely going to be the blockchain technology that revolutionizes e-commerce transactions. Okay, coming back here, we see Brazil-based Bex Banco, which processes cross-border e-commerce payments for more than 25 million customers, has joined RippleNet to connect with banks in North America. So coming over here, what do we see? Ripple executive unveils XRP e-commerce platform. Moving on to this article, Ripple XRP exploring the e-commerce payments platform powered by XRP. We see them time and time again expanding into the e-commerce world, making sure that you all are paying attention to not only institutional adoption, not only mainstream adoption, but what is really coming to this cryptocurrency market in the e-commerce space as well. And that is going to be a big addition for cryptocurrencies. Last but not least, we see Ripple expands in Latin America to touch on that Latin America partnership on a new deal with Ripple partners Bexes. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. But scrolling down here to the meat of this article, news and speculation, Embry has acquired Ripple partner Bexes to broaden their international transfer solutions for SMEs and support online. It will be integrated into Ubery, but Ubery was recently controlled by Ripple partner Santander. Okay. The meat of this article says Brazil-based Bexis Banco, which processes cross-border e-commerce payments for millions of customers, joined RippleNet in 2017 to connect with member banks in North America, Europe, and Asia. Ubery is also backed by Ripple partner banker Santander, which teams up with Ripple to address customer feedback around the international payments process. Brazil remains a leader in the adoption of new technologies in Latin America, promoting progressive crypto use and regulation. Brazil stated in March 2022 that it had chosen 9 initiatives to advance its quest for the development of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, signaling a strong desire for a digital future. Brazil's central bank has likewise been ahead of the curve in expressing public interest in DeFi, NFTs, and even the metaverse possibilities. And Latin America, mainstream use of digital assets is accelerating, with Brazilian fintech leading the way. So I thought that I'd end the video with this article here, just to show you guys that e-commerce, mainstream adoption, right, institutional adoption is leading the way in this cryptocurrency drive for the future. All right, pay attention to these headliners. Let's see if we can get a Ripple and Amazon confirmation for a potential integration for the future of Amazon payments utilizing the e-commerce platform, right? It would be absolutely outstanding for cryptocurrency and Ripple combined. Before you guys head out, make sure that you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Really do appreciate the love and the support. Like and share. And as always, be cognizant, be aware, and I'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.